So you ought to tell them that when we expropriate land without compensation, we're going to be attacked by the West, we're going to be attacked by America, all types of things are going to happen. You need to be mentally ready because we must look for alternative markets. This thing that America must be a permanent big brother at some point must come to an end. And the big markets are innate in the world, and that's where we should be leaning to. When I send people to go and study medicine, I should send them to a country where I know their standards meet my standard. The further training is because you don't have confidence in that other training. How do you take kids to Cuba? They go there for 7 years, and I think Cuba is even worse because the first 2 years you must learn Spanish and then learn Lenin and Marx, because they don't just want a doctor, they want a revolutionary doctor. So how do you send them there? And then they come back here and then you say this must be a further training. I have no problem, send them there. When they are about to complete there, bring them back so they do their practicals here. When they graduate straight into employment, not into further training. So we don't want this thing of Ace Mahashule Premier wakes up every morning, he met some prime minister of what, or president of what, and he says, no, I'll bring 30 students. What are the standards there? What are the issues? No idea. In the EFF Founding Manifesto, we say, we are going to give 10,000 scholarships for students to go and study overseas on the field that we don't have the necessary skills here in South Africa. But they can only be sent to the countries where we know that they will come back with the necessary skill. So if you send a child to go and do film production in China, and then he comes back here, you must know he's the best. They're the best in film. Don't by Hollywood nonsense of imperialism. So he must go learn film production in China and then still come here and learn further training after coming from China, from the best on film production. What are you saying? So whatever you do, do not play with the future of our children. Because they too, they plan their life. They know I'm going for this much. When I'm back, this is how I'm moving forward. We have to, and it's not 21st birthday, we have to inculcate political education and culture amongst our people to have an appreciation of what we stand for. And that's why in the EFF, we're not in a hurry for these things, because we first want to make sure that we ground our people on political understanding and policies of the EFF. Because with our policies, if we take over tomorrow, the DA has got a potential of mobilizing our own people against us after they voted for us, if they are not political.
Brothers and sisters, I well understand the words from Julius Malema. Once he said, as you heard, that if we want land without compensation, we will be attacked by the Western world. So this is what's in real situation in Africa. This is what in every part of Africa happens. Once you want to take your properties, Americans, Indians, or in any Western country will come and attack you because they don't want you to help your people, or they don't want you to do good things to your people. This is almost be eliminating in some parties in West Africa. We're seeing Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and Guinea also recent days in Senegal. So brothers and sisters, what Malema is saying, you need to be satisfied yourself, because you can't take what they always take for free. You can't allow them, or you can't stop them to take what they always take it for free. So Malema knows what he wants, knows what needs to be done in order to return the land of South Africa. That's why also he knows the side effect when the time for him and his revolutionary came to take the land. What will happen, he definitely know. But we Africans now, we don't need to be afraid of what we see it's good for us. If we see these things is good for us, let us take it, or let us make it as our first priority in order to live better as African, because everything in Africa, we say it's for Africans. So there's no interest of French in Africa. There's no interest of America in Africa. Africa is for Africans. Let us not afraid to take our own property. So brothers and sisters, just a little I want to share with you on what Julius Malema think about, and this is what we need to see in countries, in some countries in Africa, to see the new visionary leaders, the youngest one who have the passion to do or to make the changes of Africa to the Africa we want. But all this we need not only to see in South Africa, but let us see this in every part of Africa, that Africans now use their resources to the maximum, and we can achieve it by uniting the Africans, by removing these borders and so much things that may help us to reach in a real time to the Africa that we want. This is not only, as I said, in South Africa. Let us see to the whole continent of Africa, where Africans can stand and preserve the property of Africans. So let me end here. I have not much to speak. I want you also to have anything in the comment section, because this is what we need to share now. This is kinds of ideas. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, sons and daughters of the Mother Africa, in the continent and those who are in diaspora, this is our platform, Fact About Africa, the African channel where I share thoughts and changing the ideas of Mother Africa. Sometimes we provide solution of our own problem. We say African problem for African solution. There's no one from abroad the continent will come and solve our problem. And I'm happy that all of us, we know this. We don't have brothers, we don't have uncles and aunties in Western. Let us solve and let us overcome our own challenges. Let us get African solutions for our African problem. This is all we need to see, where our leaders be in the front line to solve our own problem, not going to overseas and seek for the help or for the loans. Let us make Africa that we want by sharing this video and changing the ideas. Thank you for watching.